boy. Oops. Ow. Oh boy.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Gonna turn down the music just a bit more. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. Bit of a later stream today, later than usual. I thought it would hopefully cool down where I am with the temperature, but it is not, so that's fine. It's a nice 92 degrees outside right now, which means it's probably about like 80 here in the house. But we're thriving. We're doing some more cleanup today, just kind of continuing what we worked on last time with the music video that's coming out at some point. So yeah, for people who haven't haven't watched the previous streams, we're working on my next video, and it's gonna be in the same series as Fool, and very excited. We've just been doing some cleanup animation. I know it's pretty late for people in like Europe and everything east of Europe as well, like Asia, so I apologize. Later stream today. But let's get started. I did a lot of warm-up before this stream, so hopefully my lines won't be like as shaky as last time. But yeah, welcome in everyone. Probably gonna be a pretty chill stream today. So what we did yesterday was starting on cleanup for this shot. They're being tugged up for context. by the hand, and they kind of look up. I think I'm gonna kind of start today with hopefully fixing this frame. I forget what pen pressure I was at last time. I want to say it was 5. I feel like that matches, right? But yeah, I want to fix this frame. Alright, Ragnakai, calm down. Alright, so I really just want to fix their eyes in this frame specifically, and that's going to kind of dictate the rest of the shot, how that looks. But I was going over this last stream a little bit, but you know, this frame compared to this frame doesn't really look like the same character. Or well, looks like the same character, just slightly off. Man, my chat's giving me lip. We're not even like 5 minutes into the stream. So I think the real issue with this one is that their eyelids were just like a little too droopy, and their eyes are just a little too small as well. Same kind of deal with their pupils. Yeah, I'm gonna make their pupils a bit bigger. Or not pupils, irises, I don't know. After watching your stream 3 times, I somehow memorized your playlist. Yeah, it's not a long one. There's not a lot of songs on there. I would add more, but I probably won't. The whole thing with this playlist was like, oh, it's gonna be like mostly copyright free, but I learned it is not. So you know, fuck it, we ball, right? Worked on some shots earlier this morning, which were extremely fun to work on. I might work on them tomorrow on stream if I decide to, if I don't have anything else to work on. We're getting a couple done today. There's a few in the lineup up here. Mostly these really easy shots. But this one's gonna take the most time, I would say. So we'll just, we'll see how it goes. Already I think their face looks a little bit better. Yeah. I think it was just the eyes, and then, I mean, kind of the face shape, but I don't think the face shape was, like, that much of a problem, you know? But it is gonna take me a few tries to get these lines where I want them to be. I think I'm just gonna rotate this. Easy fix. Alright. I want to make sure to get their ears right as well. Trying my best to keep them on model. They got these little sideburns, but I think I'm gonna bring them in. Let me also do a little check. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. I'm a bit happier with that. So I think tentative stream schedule for the weekend. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, and then Saturday maybe. I might take a break on Saturday. We'll see. Hello, Egg. Almost right on time. Still just bewildered that you got that username. Or well, I guess nickname, because YouTube can do that. Alright, so, depending, like, how this frame turns out, I'll probably end up changing how they look in the frames before this as well. Just because, like, even these ones, it's kind of hard to see with their face covering it, but these ones look a little awkward as well. And I think it's all just the eyes. Something with the eyes is just kind of messing me up. Also, their ears are a little, this ear right here is a bit big, and it shouldn't be. Okay. Real test is flipping the canvas, seeing if it still looks okay. Hopefully the audio levels are okay. I was looking back at the previous stream and felt like the audio levels for the music was a little loud. It also doesn't help that, like, my mic is really bad at picking up my voice, so, you know, hopefully it's a bit better this time, a bit more easy to understand. Got the name of the 3 cats. What do you mean by that? Genuine question. Hold on. Is this something that happened last stream that I don't remember? I feel like I go into a different state of being whenever I'm streaming. And then I wake up as soon as I hit end stream. What are the cat names? Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that looks a lot more like them. It is something from last stream? Oh my god. My memory's failing me, you guys. It's so over for me. Ragnakai, you gotta choose your words carefully. Okay. So... Man, I hate that their neck is kind of showing here. I might try and change that by bringing the collar up a little bit. The collar looks like so goofy on their face. Oh, right. Yes. Okay, now I remember. You've jogged my memory. I remember talking about the roommate with 3 of their own cats. It's all coming back to me now. Memory loss gone. Damn, we're getting Joe songs very early in the stream. Okay, so you're still gonna kind of see their neck here. It's gonna look a little awkward, but it's fine. Alright, Ragnakai. Choose your words carefully. We're all waiting. Ignore them because of what happened the first time they came into stream and they got timed out. Okay. I'll let it slide. I feel like I don't have any 2020 songs in this playlist, which is kind of a crime. I gave Decide another listen, another run through the other day. Damn. I actually went to a science museum whenever I was on my trip, and it was really cool. I haven't been to like a science museum in a really long time. I wish I'd brought my sketchbook, so I feel like that would have been really, like a really good study. But it was in the car with my suitcase, so it didn't happen. Okay. I like hate how their neck looks in this. Usually it's hidden, you know, with the collar and then the little jacket thing. I guess jacket collar. But, you know, maybe it won't be as annoying whenever I like fill it in with black. We will just have to see. Yeah, still looks a little awkward, but, not the worst in the world. How long can I go without saying I don't hate it in this stream? Okay, so I think that looks a lot better than the rough animation frame. At least with their eyes. I feel like they look a bit more like themselves here, which is amazing news. So we're just gonna get this in the timeline. I think it's about... I think it's this frame here. There we go. Okay. Now we just kind of do the in-between. Okay. Does anyone else have a collection of soda cans that you call a collection, but in reality you're just too lazy to throw the cans away, or am I just weird? I think I was definitely like that as a teenager, but it was mostly with like water bottles. my room was just like filled with them, but I've gotten a lot better at cleaning up my space. Also, like, I feel like I can't work if I have any, like, a single piece of trash in my space. Like, let me clean this up first before I start animating. Okay, so their ear is in front of the collar here. It looks a little weird, but that's okay. We're going with it. Their ear definitely changes shape. Man, I'm going off model this early in the stream. That's a bad omen for sure. I feel like every drawing of them is off model though. To be fair. Definitely trying to get better at that. Okay, so I think what I was doing here is that their hair is kind of like following through. Another Joe song. Not even like 30 minutes into the stream. It's a great day. You even got the rest of the chat questioning you. That's when you know it's bad, you know? Alright, so fixing their eyes. Man, you can't just be telling other people to shut up in chat. That's my job. Did you know you can restrict people from your channel? That's something I actually learned recently. Just thought it was kind of interesting, you know? Okay, I think their freckles kind of like change position here a bit too much. They kind of like spread out. Hello, wah, question mark, all caps. Hi Kiddick, I just wanted to say your art style looks very squishy. Thank you. I made a video like ages ago on Instagram saying like, you know, every artist has like 4 traits and whatever. Okay, Ragnakai. You're getting timeout. Like, you just... This is like the second strike. You just gotta get out of here for 24 hours. Go like touch grass or something. You're too much. Anyways, so yeah, I did this video last year, or I think it might have been 2 years ago at this point, being like, you know, every artist has 4 traits. And I think one of mine was like squishy faces. Yeah, that's why no one responds to Ragnakai. So, I think next time it'll just be a restriction. Like, a permanent restriction. Just bring the vibes down, man. I'll just listen to this beautiful Matt Maltese song. No worries in the world. Egg asks what happened. Don't worry about it. We're listening to Matt Maltese. It's Aloha Thursday. Okay, their hair is definitely changing. It's definitely going off model here. Let's see. I'll do the fun little cheat here. And just copy and paste. Okay. I'm definitely gonna hear my keyboard. I'm hoping it doesn't like thunder tonight like it did last stream. Because my mic definitely picks that up. Alright. Yeah, I think I like their eyes here a bit more. I might bring this up a little bit. Fix that. Cats can't taste sweetness. Oh, yeah, I heard about that somewhere. They just like don't have the receptors for it, which is crazy. Okay, I don't know if I want their collar to go in front of you or not. It just like switches over here. I feel like it should, because that's gonna make the most sense. I know it's such like a quick shot that it doesn't really matter, but I'm picky, so I'm changing it. We had crazier thunder in my area. Yeah, thunder's insane. I used to live with a lot of tornadoes growing up, where I lived back then, which is awful. My science teacher said he could care less about cats. Me and him have beef. Honestly valid. Not him, I mean you and him having beef. I would definitely have beef with a teacher who said they could care less about cats. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna change this a little bit. Fix it. Looks a little weird, but that's okay. So yeah, hopefully everyone's having a pretty chill Thursday. Whether it's kind of winding down for you or, I don't know, just in the middle of it. A pretty chill morning. Had to get stuff done on my car, which always sucks, but it went okay, so no harm there. Okay. I think their collar's gonna come in front of their face here. Alright, goodbye, Egg. Thanks for dropping by. Hi, good progress. Okay, bye. Alright. Let's see, what's your animal fact? Did you know that cats think that humans are just bigger cats? Also, they think they're pathetic, so they hunt mice and give it to us so we won't starve. Oh my god. I think that's also why they, like, meow. Because they only do that with, like, kittens. So they're just like, you're a dumbass. That's basically what cats think of us. Oh boy. I have 50 alternative accounts. That's what you remind me of. Here we go. I'm actually really surprised. I've never watched Snap Cube's like dubs or anything until a few weeks ago, and they are very funny. Highly recommend if you guys haven't watched them. I feel like a lot of iconic quotes have come out of that. It's great to just like put on the TV and then zone out. Okay, so their arm comes up here because they're like, basically what they're doing here is they're like tripping on one of their feet as they land. Can you drop the music playlist? Yeah, it's in the description of the video. Unfortunately, YouTube's like really awful with links that aren't like Twitter and Instagram or other YouTube videos, so like it's a thing where you'd have to like select, copy and paste it into the browser. But it's also just on my Spotify, which I think my Spotify is just under Kiddick. Oh no, it's just under Kit. But, yeah. It's also just called Mom, Look, I'm a Streamer. I'm gonna go work on some story stuff. See y'all later. They said, I hope Ragnakai doesn't come back to bother you guys. Thank you. Good luck on story stuff. That's very fun. I always feel like I have to have, like, nothing happening around me, if I'm working on, like, story things, you know? I have to be sitting in complete silence. Oh, we got more Full Metal Alchemist, you guys. It only took, what, 30 minutes before we got to the Full Metal Alchemist soundtrack. I think their face kind of shrinks here. Not their face, but their head, at least over here. It also kind of like just gains a line here, where previously it didn't have that. But I'm hoping that it's like a quick enough transition that it's not too noticeable. There might be like that one person who goes frame by frame and is like, what happened here? But we're not worrying about that. Okay, I think that looks a bit better. Once again, this song just reminds me that I have to do a Full Metal Alchemist rewatch. Alright. Don't mind this at all. I think it looks pretty good. I think, their face really changes here. Like, their eyes. I don't know if you guys are seeing that or if I'm just going crazy, but, it just looks like their eyes change. Just the shape of them in general, so I'm gonna fix that. Their pupils, like, also kind of change size, but I'm not, like, extremely worried about that. Because it's a really quick movement, and also, like, they're supposed to be surprised. So, I think their eye, like, their irises getting smaller isn't, like, too big of a deal. But, that top lash shape. That's a big deal to me. I'm once again struck by how stupid they look in these frames. It's so funny. Alright, and then we do the settle. Yeah, I was working on a shot from this morning that I've kind of been like avoiding because it's a really tough shot to kind of pull off. But I think that I did like a pretty good job. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. So that's really exciting. I think for the face shape on this one, I'm gonna draw over the last frame. Because they're supposed to look really similar, because they're kind of easing into this motion here. Trying to keep them on model as best I can. Some music's going crazy. I feel like I'm going insane. I'm skipping. Ooh, I forgot their other freckle. There we go. Now they have 3 freckles again. All is good in the universe. Alright. Yeah, I kind of talked about it a few streams ago, but just as a fair warning, I feel like my, what is it, like my methods for cleanup animation aren't probably industry standard, especially with like trying to keep the character on model like this. I feel like some might describe it as sacrilegious, but it's fine. So just fair warning to people who have not seen my process yet. It is kind of awful. It is kind of an affront to God. Okay, so their head tilts a little bit. Yeah, I did not study 2D animation in college, so a lot of this is just kind of me figuring out a way that works for me, and trying to find different techniques in the process a little bit. Which is really fun. Definitely enjoy it. Never gonna complain about learning new things, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna move that ear down. Ooh, that's weird. Still weird. Hold on. I need to go through these songs and like really decide which ones I want to keep on the playlist. Okay, well, definitely keeping this one. I don't think I'm like allowed to take this song off the playlist. Okay, I'm gonna kind of copy this shape just to make sure I get it right. And then I'm gonna move it down. These aren't vector layers, so they're gonna look a little blurry, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. That's something like only I am gonna ever be annoyed about, you know? Yeah, their bangs kind of like follow the motion, so they settle a bit later. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now if their hair is like following through, I think these kind of stay in the same place. These little tufts of hair over here. Right? Yeah, I think that looks fine. I might bring them down a little bit, but for now it's okay. I watched a Toon Boom tutorial today. It was kind of scary, not gonna lie. I have to learn Toon Boom for a project, and I've only used it once in college, and it was probably the most terrifying experience I've ever had with an animation software. So we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna get the program open sometime tomorrow, I guess, and then I'll go from there. Who knows, it could end up replacing Clip Studio for me. That would be absolutely wild. I've been using Clip Studio Paint for way too many years now. I think I'm kind of like stuck with them from this point on, because I'm so used to the program. I think I got it in like 2016. It might have been longer than that. But I've had it for a while, for sure. I originally just had like the trial version, and then I would like make a new email every time the trial version like ended. But then when I wanted to do animation on it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna bite the bullet and like actually buy it, you know, commit. And at that point I'd been using it for a while, so I was like really used to the UI. But yeah. Good program. Don't like that they're subscription based, but I've already ranted about that enough in the past. Okay. I just got a weather notification. Sorry if you guys heard that. Oh, right. Almost forgot, like, the shirt collar. Man, technically it's like cooler outside today than it was yesterday, but I am still sweating. I'm tired of summer, you guys. Can we just be done with summer? Oh my god, I'm forgetting to draw like a ton of stuff on here. Okay. I think that's good. I think that works. Let's see. Okay, nice. I think I need to bring the hair down a little bit. I think that's gonna end up making it look a bit better. Ooh, hold on. Brought it down too much. Maybe just like 2. Nope. Maybe just 1? Hold on, I think I know what's happening. I think this is kind of like growing here. There we go. And then this is doing the opposite. It's shrinking. So move that out a little bit. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Figured it out. Okay, and then I think I need to keep their little like nose thing. I don't know what you call it. I guess just nose works, you know. There we go. Alright. Now to make them look upwards. Oh wait, no, just kidding. We got one more settle frame. Great, okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do for this one. I think I'm gonna make a vector layer. We're going crazy, you guys. I'm doing vector layers. Just so I can rotate it. Because it's very subtle movement, so I want to make sure that I get this right. I think, like, honestly, the hardest thing to keep on model for me is their face shape. Like, this part specifically, you know? I don't know what it is about it. It's just impossible. Okay, and they're tilting their head down here a bit more. I think their ear's gonna come up just a tad. Just a few pixels. I'm jealous and I wish I had more skills. You just gotta, draw. I don't know. I don't have good advice. Just enjoy the process. You don't have to, like, you know, label yourself as good or bad. I don't think there's a bad artist out there, you know? Okay, so yeah, literally just like drawing over the frame before this, and then we're gonna move it around a little bit, just so it's still like a hand-drawn frame, but they move a little bit. This is the weird hybrid. This is my compromise of doing like small movements without copy and pasting the frame before it and just kind of moving it around a little bit. I'm just drawing and then moving it around a little bit. Where'd your little guy go? What do you mean, little guy? You mean the jester? They're not in this shot. They're coming up though. Also, hello, welcome to the stream. Just doing some cleanup animation today. Working on my next video in the Fool series. That'll be coming out eventually. But I've been getting a lot done on this. Kind of running out of shots that I can, like, show on stream, which is always sad. But I won't really have time to stream starting next week anyways, so it kind of lines up okay. I did this for Fool whenever I was working on Rough Animation last year. I did that on Twitch. It was a really fun process. What did you misremember? Man, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Unfortunately, I can't watch the whole stream. Oh yeah, it's pretty late in Poland. Oh my god, yeah, go to bed. Get some sleep. You can always watch the VOD if you want to watch the rest of it. But we got a pretty big roster of shots to work on today. Pretty easy shots though. I think this is the only one that's gonna take a little bit, but the rest are pretty simple, pretty short, but really fun. Okay, so I think their face is good, just have to rotate them a little bit. And then we're gonna move their head down just a bit. Gonna miss your streams, but I'm glad I could watch a few that I could catch. Yeah! I know, it's gonna be a little sad, but I just won't have like any free time to really stream the process. But always fun. There is a possibility, like, whenever I start my next music video that I might stream the rough animation. We'll have to play it by ear. But, I don't know, like, how much I want to give away on stream, you know? I have a bit of an element of surprise. This one I'm not too worried about, like, too many spoilers, because, it's a short video, and the beginning is really nothing, like, serious going on. It's not till, like, the end of the video that stuff is like, what the fuck? Or just, like, an oh shit kind of moment, I guess. But this one has been very fun to work on. Having a great time coming back to these characters after a while. Yeah, I think my last stream for a while will probably be Sunday, and we'll probably do something special for it. We'll see. And then from then on, I'll just, I guess just keep an eye out for when this video comes out. I'm not sure when it'll be done, but we'll see. I was saying last stream, but the original goal was like mid-September, but I don't have a strict goal. Hey Lestar. I think welcome to the stream, unless you're saying good night is like goodbye, but if not, welcome to the stream. Still working on the shot from last time. Just kind of finishing it up. Fixed a few like errors in the original sketch which were really bothering me, so definitely happy about that. I just haven't drawn these characters in such a long time, it feels like, so I don't know, I feel like I forgot how to draw them a little bit. But best way to fix that is just to draw them more. And animation is a really good way to get used to drawing a character. Especially like the same way. Okay, so yeah, the shoulder's coming back a little bit. They're coming down and back. Right, and fixing their collar a little bit. Okay. Now, unfortunate thing, because it is a vector layer, I cannot use the fill tool, which is so messed up. But I have a solution for it. I think I'm gonna, before I do that, I think I'm gonna bring this ear down because it's kind of bugging me. I feel like having it come up is not the move. Ooh. Somehow that looks even more weird. Looks like they're pivoting their head on their ear. I don't know, maybe it's just me. They've just been looking at it for too long. But one thing I will fix is their sideburn. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, there we go. It's not a vector layer anymore. Very easy fix. Because I don't think I need to rotate anything anymore, so I don't have to worry about it getting blurry or anything. Alright, let's see what we have so far. Yeah. I think their ears are still bothering me. Just a little bit. But I'm gonna move on. So I learned a very fun trick, which unfortunately you guys can't see because OBS, it's only like recording the window, so it doesn't record any pop-ups, but I learned how to just rename the timeline order very easily. Actually, like today I learned that, and it has saved my life instead of like stressing over renaming every single frame when I have like too many in-betweens. So that was great. Okay. Now we can begin them looking upwards. Everybody rejoice. I'm definitely gonna take plenty of water breaks this stream. It has been a warm day for sure. Rejoice. Yeah, pretty much. We've moved on to a different pose, guys. It's a big day. Just wait, soon we'll move on to animating an entire other character. I know, guy. I know it's crazy. I know. Don't freak out too much. Okay, I have to like somehow make their eyes transition into looking like this. But luckily, they blink when they're on their way up, so that actually helps me a lot. In-betweens always look so chaotic when I'm doing cleanup, because I have the onion skin enabled, which is the blue, and I have the sketch enabled, which is the gray. So sometimes I lose track about like, where's my line going? Where did it come from? I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. Everybody hydrate if you're able to. If you have water. I've been trying to get better about like doing stretch breaks while animating, but it is so difficult. Like you know, right now it's been an hour since I started streaming, and I feel like, oh, it's only been 30 minutes. Like, the time loss is so real. Not gonna lie, as an animator, I constantly struggle with tracking my lines. I can't, my eyes can't comprehend, like, all the layers enabled. Yeah, I know. It is so tough. I lose my line, like, constantly. Hi, Duder. Welcome into the stream. I like that username. Okay. So their ears kind of come down here. Not this one, but this one does. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I just have to try and keep their ear on model, because I feel like it's gonna be led astray a little bit. It's not gonna look right. The hard part too is it's also like rotating, so you get that weirdness in there as well, and it just looks messed up no matter what you do. Let's see. Yeah, that goes off model pretty bad. Not as bad, but still pretty bad. Whatever. It's fine, guys. Yeah, I agree. Okay, we're just... I'm keeping this thing on model, whether it kills me or not. Even if it's gonna be, like, really blurry. It's not even on model. That's fine. This is a pretty quick movement. It only lasts 3 frames, so it's fine. Okay. So yeah, their hair is gonna come up here. Also, is this a song, guitar cover of Cabinet Man? Yes, it is. It's actually the demo version, which is on, Spirit Phone, the, like, full album. It's really good. Really, like, chill song. I really like the vibes in it. Even though everything I'm playing in here is, like, instrumental. I don't listen to instrumental too much, unless I'm working. Like, if I'm doing animation, that's usually, like, prime time to listen to instrumental stuff. Because if it's anything with lyrics, I will lose focus. Especially if I'm doing things that are, like, synced up to audio. But usually when I'm doing lip sync, I don't listen to anything. Because I just have to, like, keep replaying the audio over and over to make sure that the mouth shape is okay. So it's kind of like, what's the point of playing music? That's why I also don't do lip sync stuff on stream. Kid, do you plan on making an animation like the Gloom clip you made? I love that style. It's possible, like, if I listen to a song and it has that kind of vibe, then for sure. But it's kind of like, it's hard to predict. I don't know. I had an idea, like, ages ago to do, like, a really short one-off animation for, Personalized by Joe. And it would have probably kind of been in that same style. Don't know if I'd still do it. Maybe once the Kiddick series is finished, but that's gonna be a while. So most of my focus is on this series and getting it finished, which will be a bit for sure. I feel like this part of the color shrinks a little too much. If I had to give like a very extremely rough timeline of the Kiddick series, I think honestly, like, to finish all of it, it would probably take the next year and a half. Like, realistically. Because there's like a few more videos that I have planned in the series as a whole. And 2 of them are going to take a very long time. Speaking of gloom, whatever happened to the red and blue dudes? I don't know. One of them probably got taken to the hospital after that video. It's really funny because, like, those 2, like, were not, you know, previously, like, thought of OCs or anything like that. They just kind of, like, came with the music video. Because I was thinking of the song, and I just drew up these 2 dudes, and I was like, hey, I can make a video about this. And so, like, in context of, like, you know, before and after Gloom, I feel like they just don't exist. I've, like, not taken any time to really, like, think about, like, what's their story, aside from stuff that, like, pertains to Gloom and, like, why they're, you know, beating the shit out of each other in there. Or, well, one of them is getting the shit beat out of them, and then the other is just getting verbally abused. I still love the, I think the shot that, like, really came to mind when I was listening to the song for, like, the first time was, the, I need to walk my dog part. I think that was, like, the first thing that came to mind when I was listening to the song, and I was like, oh my god. Like, it's really funny. Just, like, the idea of this, like, really pathetic man just, making up the stupidest excuse. Like, my dog's expecting me, guys. He's waiting at home. He's got a clock. And he's thinking, where's my owner? And just this, like, weirdest excuse. But as for their story afterwards, I don't know. Maybe they made up and became buddies again, but, I don't know. I just really liked the idea of, like, 2 people who are, like, equally shitty, but just, like, in different ways, you know? Like, they're both assholes in their own respect, it's just, they present it a bit differently. Oh, their mouth got messed up here. But, I mean, I guess for them, they're in the room. They're in one of the shots. Here, I'll pull up a background somewhere where they're included. I don't know if they show up in this music video in the background. They might. No, they don't. Oh, you guys are gonna get some behind the scenes of Fool, seeing how messed up my files look. It is kind of awful. Let's see. Here we go. It's loading. There we go. There's one of them. He's on the bookshelf. He's safe. And then, let's see, where's the shot with, the Ollie plush? Here we go. So yeah, there's Noah. He's the, blue guy from Gloom. And then, the one that gets pulled out of the TV and disregarded is, Ollie, or Oliver. So there they are. They're as safe as they can be. It was really fun adding them to the background because I wanted to, like, add something from Gloom but I didn't really know what, and I was like, I'll just make little plushies of them on the shelf or whatever. But yeah, they show up in some backgrounds. I don't know if they're in any of the backgrounds of this music video, because I don't think they're like necessarily on the shelf when this is taking place. But they'll show up. Yeah, they have names. Yeah, Oliver's name shows up like very briefly on their license. On the part of the song where like it's like a flashback and they left their wallet in the bathroom. So it has like all their information, and like I was really happy. Some people point this out. The address on Oliver's wallet is the address of the house that they walk out of. So he's literally like walking out of his own house. Being like, hey guys, I gotta go. You know? That was just a very like one-off joke that I only had with myself when I was making the music video. Where I was like, it would be really funny if he was just going out of his own house, you know? Yeah, there are a lot of little Joe references in Gloom as well. I would pull up the files, but I think they're like even more of a shit show organization-wise compared to Fool, and Fool was pretty bad in that respect. So I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe later in the stream, I'll give behind the scenes of Gloom and how that worked. Yeah, I think some of the big Easter eggs was the address, like the numbers of it, where this like the end of this phone number, or no, I think the beginning of the phone number that Joe had when he was like advertising Decide, like the album coming out. And then there's like a character of Joe somewhere in there by the door. So I love putting Easter eggs in my stuff, just like little things that I'm kind of like, no one's gonna notice this but me. The color comes up like a lot here. That's like a big difference. So I might kind of like smooth it out just a bit. I'm trying to think of other Easter eggs that I put in Gloom. I can't really think of them now. There's like a brief Kit cameo, but they look a lot different from their design in Fool, so it's not really like noticeable. Just whatever character has freckles. Oh, their shoulder looks really weird here. Because their arm kind of like comes out. So I'm gonna like smooth this transition just a bit to make it look like less awkward. Yeah, their designs in the Gloom music video were really fun to work with, because I hadn't done like animation with color before, and I wanted to do something like really out there in terms of like very vibrant colors, and the line art isn't just like solid black. So that was really fun to work with, and I had like a whole character sheet of like how to structure the color and then like name it and everything, which made it very, I don't know, very cluttered by the end of it. All my files were just like super massive, and then there's way too many animation cells for its own good, because I didn't know how to like use folders back then for animation. Because fun fact, you can make an animation cell a folder. Silly, you have spawned again. Welcome back. We are continuing from last time. Just doing some cleanup. I'm talking about the Gloom music video currently. Yeah, I did that. I started it, I think like a month and a half before it came out, so I only had a month and a half to kind of work on it. And I was also going through like my last quarter at college ever. And luckily it was only one class because it was just like my last leftover credit. And yeah, I was stressed. Oh, we got Half-Life. Another banger in the queue. I'm trying to remember like what background characters I put in as well. I wish I had like thought of Kiddick's character when I was working on the music video, because it would have been really fun to add them like in the background just as a kind of like one-off, like they're also here. But I did not think of Kiddick as a character until listening to the song Fool, so they were not included, but just know they're there in spirit. But I could have had a lot of fun with like Easter egg characters. But I think the only ones were the Joe character, and then I think one of the people from his band I added in. They're the one like they're shaking an 8-ball. That's another like tiny reference to the album. But that project felt a lot more tied to like Joe's music than Fool did, because Fool was very much like personal project, and like these characters are like personal to me, and meanwhile Gloom was kind of like these characters only exist in the context of this song. Like I don't think about them outside of that context. Alright, just getting this filled in. And now we finally arrived at them opening their eyes and looking at who the hell is standing in front of them. Put your guesses in now. Who's it gonna be? Kiddick is one of those little dudes who I'd sacrifice my life for despite not knowing much about them. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think that's a good idea, sacrificing your life for them. I don't think they'd, I don't know. I don't think it's wise. I feel like to me they're the character that I kind of want to just like punch in the stomach or something. That's my thoughts on them. Alright, I'm gonna rename these with my super amazing trick that I learned that unfortunately I can't show because OBS. Looks so wholesome. I hope you're talking about Kit on the screen here now and not Kiddick. This song slaps. It's crazy. Okay, their face shape might change a little bit here, but I'm gonna try my best to keep them on model. Ooh, yikes. That's actually... Oh wait, no, hold on. There's another in between, it's fine. Yes, on screen, okay. I was just kidding with you, don't worry. Yeah, this is before their life is ruined, so they're just chilling. They're a little confused, but they're having a good time. It's basically what this music video is. I think this and Fool were the like first two that I really thought of in terms of well, no. It was Fool and then another one that's coming a bit later, as in, or like another music video that's coming a bit later. were the first ones I really thought about when thinking about the series. And then the handshake kind of filled in between those, because I was like, how the hell do I make it to where Fool is not, like, extremely confusing? How do I give some context to it, you know? Does Kiddick have lore? They have lots of lore. So much lore. But, it will all be revealed in due time. Hopefully, if I am able to kind of, I don't know, convey it correctly. A lot of the stuff in Fool is like metaphorical? Is that a word? There's lots of metaphors, so it was kind of hard being like, did I do this correctly? Like, does it make any sense? And I think it was okay. Kiddick is a they them. You said that like a slur. I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean they kind of go by whatever you want them to, but I just use they them because it seems right to me. But they're whatever the people want, so go off. My bad. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I just think the phrasing was really funny. Please don't freak out. You did not sound rude, don't worry. I was making a joke. Yeah, they just kind of go by like whatever you want them to. Just whatever they want, whatever the people want them to be. That's what they are. Let me see. I need to make this a bit closer to the frame after it. I feel like their ears kind of like change shape as they always do. Okay. Oh, this is so tough, like, keeping them on model. How the hell do animators do it, you guys? Why did I choose this as a passion? Yeah, it's changing shape, but we ball. It's fine. It's gonna change a lot. Oh, yikes. Okay. Yeah, I need to be, like, really mindful of what this frame looks like as well. Just so stuff doesn't go, like, too crazy off model. I should probably do this motion, like, backwards. Just to kind of keep it there, but it's fine. Kiddick, what song are you animating this time? Please tell us. I'll gladly tell you. It's, The Handshake by MGMT. And it's just gonna be a minute-long snippet from that song. I think it starts at 1:12. I think that's when the song starts. Or, well, when the video starts in the song. It's whenever it has this weird, like, audio thing where it, like, I don't know, goes up in pitch gradually. But really good song. I've had a lot of fun, like, animating to it. Definitely a different vibe from Fool. It's a bit, I wouldn't say, like, darker, but, I don't know, sinister, I guess? I'm gonna make a mental note to always check if Kiddick is live. Well, my tentative schedule for this weekend, is tomorrow I'll be streaming, probably around the same time as today. Saturday I'll probably be taking a break, and then Sunday I'm gonna be doing a stream as well. Watching this silly little dude get animated while the animator's talking in the background is calming. I'm so glad. I'm glad people enjoy, these streams. I did some of these last year with Fool, as I was kind of talking about earlier. But I did those on Twitch, so it kind of feels like you're, you know, talking to a void the whole time, which is nice, you know, but it's kind of crazy to me still that people are, like, talking in the chat and asking about the characters. Like, that's really cool. So I've had a lot of fun with this. MGMT freaking rules. Yeah, great band. I think they're my top artist on Spotify for 2 years in a row, back in 2019 and 2020. Because my brother actually recommended their newer stuff to me, because we'd listen to them back when he would like drive me to school in high school, when we both drive to school. But so he was like, hey, they came out with a new album like a few years ago, and it's actually like really good, you should give it a listen. And that was Little Dark Age. So I did, and they like immediately became my top artist of the year in 2019. Yeah, they've just kind of stuck with me ever since, and I feel like a lot of their songs, especially from their second album, Congratulations, really kind of ties into this whole story with Kit and Kiddick. The Handshake isn't from that album, but still a banger. But yeah, really love their band. I wish they were touring so I could see them live, but alas, they're not. Yeah, I can't really say, like, I can't pick a favorite song of theirs at this point, because they also just came out with their new album, so I've been giving that a listen. I like weirdcore, dreamy-ish songs, or like funky ones mainly. Yeah, those are always a vibe. Those, I feel like I listen to those a lot when I'm animating Kit and Kiddick. Those usually come up very often. But I'd say, like, off their new album, my favorite, it wasn't in the beginning, because it really took a while to grow on me, but I think Nothing Changes is really good. Definitely was listening to that a lot during my last couple weeks of my job that I just got out of, so very great song. Just took a while to kind of grow on me. Which some of the best songs are like that. Kind of take a bit, you have to give it a few listens. One of my all-time favorite songs is Wonderland by Caravan Palace. I have heard of I have heard their songs. I don't know, like, their songs by name, just kind of by how they sound, I think. But I gotta add that to my watch list, not watch list. I don't know, queue. But after the stream, because I think they are copyrighted, so YouTube will kill me dead. And we don't want that. I still gotta animate this video, you know? Yeah, I feel like MGMT has been such a favorite of mine because, like, their sound is really different from, like, album to album and then even, like, song to song sometimes. And I really just, like, I think that's really cool. Just kind of going with whatever you think sounds good and not really caring about what other people are gonna, like, what the critics' review is gonna be of it. But I think those are my favorite kinds of artists. Just kind of do whatever they want. And it's kind of like, you guys can follow me still or not, you know? I'm really interested to see if Joe makes another album, like, what that's gonna sound like. Because I feel like his sound's also really unique. But only time will tell. Ina song, yeah. I got some Ina music in the queue. Love Ina. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's called God Race or Temptation Stairway. It's by Meta Room. Very amazing song. Yeah, Ina is amazing. I remember I made like all my friends in college watch it. This one is definitely on like my need to wake up playlist that I have for the mornings when I'm really tired, because this one is very high tempo. Got Ina references in the chat. I feel like Ina is like probably one of my favorite animated series, like on YouTube at least, at the moment. The slowed version of Temptation Staircase is epic. Ooh. I'll have to give it a listen. Okay, wow, they change a lot. You changed, man. We're just gonna kind of fix this, make it look less wonky. Again, I probably should have animated this backwards, but it's fine for now. Is it on YouTube? It is. If you just search up, I think ENA, it'll probably come up. Most likely. Really crazy, weird series, but really good. We're gonna bring their cheek out just a little bit here. Oh no, that looks weird. Just kidding, I take it back. Let me try and round it out instead. See if that works. So I feel like it's a little too square right now. They're such a square. Oh yeah, you've probably seen them like everywhere. Okay, now I need to figure out the in-between. This is gonna be a little tough, trying to keep it on model, but I don't think it's gonna be the end of the world. We will see. Because it's a lot closer to this frame here. Who is Kit and who is Kiddick? So the one I'm animating right now is Kit, the artist. And then, the jester is Kiddick. Or, this motherfucker right here. That's Kiddick. Kinda hard, because their names are, like, really close together. But this one's Kit. Oh my god, I just messed up how zoomed in this is. There we go. That's Kiddick. Yeah. So the jester is Kiddick. Kind of think of them as like a online persona type deal, if that helps you remember, because they match my username. But then Kit is my name. They're literally me. So, oh, okay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oh my god. I do not want to punch Kit in the face. Mind absolutely destroyed right now. Yeah, pretty much. Got a whole lore drop today. Yeah, so it's just Kit and Kiddick. And Kiddick is the jester. Oh my god, that's really funny. I didn't really allude to their names during Fool, so it makes sense. Like, it's a little confusing. I think the only hint about, like, Kit's name does not come up literally at all. That's a very nice name. Thank you. Yeah, Kit's name doesn't come up at all during Fool, but Kiddix comes up for like a second in the background on one of the posters that says like days since Kiddick ruined my life, and that's like the only hint to what their name is. There's gonna be like an official quote-unquote reveal of Kit's name in one of the videos, but that will be a while from now. And there's a lot of Lemon Demon today. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how much they move here. I kicked myself in the ass with this one because I didn't really I should have done it backwards. Fun fact, one of my main personas is also a jester. Ooh, I love jester personas. They're great. Jester characters in general. Awesome. I don't think I was ever like really into jester characters until I made Fool. And now I'm like, oh, that's a sick design. Whenever I see like a jester character. Do you animate the end of a frame sequence, then fill in the in-betweens? I don't know what the proper name is. Oh, that's totally fine. No, this shot was a little different because the original sketch here, I didn't like how it looked. So I wanted to redraw it at the end, just make it look a bit nicer and then kind of go on that. But I usually just animate straight ahead, so that's just, you know, animating every single frame in order. And then like sometimes I'll just like add an in-between before like a settle frame or something. And that's usually how that process goes. But this shot's a bit different just because I didn't like how the original frame looked and I wanted to change it. So that's why this one's set up a little weird. Based mask of my own face. For real, for real. Yeah, I don't know if that was just like jargon. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at explaining like animation things. Did I step away for a moment and miss something important? No, I was just talking about which one is Kit and which one is Kiddick. So if you already knew, then you didn't miss anything important. Oh, because that in-between stuff would have been really useful when I used to animate. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know, I don't know. I don't really think my animation process is something to take inspiration from. Because I feel like it's a bit all over the place. Play 2 trucks, I dare you. No, no. You can play that in your own background. I love that song though. I have it on one of my playlists. Iconic song, honestly. I think it's also on like my I Need to Wake Up kind of playlist. There's the shouts of horror in the chat right now. Don't worry, I won't be playing 2 trucks. Although it is a great song and extremely funny. I'll spare you guys. Alright, and after this shot is done, we can get to some pretty a lot chiller shots. Really slight movements. Anyway, on the note of Kit and Kiddick, Kiddick definitely looks like the type of person who'd accidentally set someone's house on fire, then blame it on the house owner's dog. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. There are matches in the house, in the room. What's your opinion on the older Lemon Demon albums? Like Damn Skippy or Hip the Java Bean. Man, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't given them like a really thoughtful listen. I've just kind of listened to them in passing, but I don't hate them. Definitely need to give an active listen at some point, though. That's usually how I am with music. Really to, like, form an opinion, I feel like I have to like, really listen to it, you know? Okay. It's looking nice. I don't think I've said I don't hate it, like, a single time this stream. That's an achievement for me. Okay. Head tilts are, like, really fun to animate, but they're also a little difficult with, like, figuring out, you know, like, what looks okay. I don't know. I don't know what looks okay. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Well, here's the song that sounds like an MGMT song at the beginning. Every time. I point it out every single stream, and it still gets me. Like, every time. I'm always like, did I add fucking indie rockers to this? This video would get taken down so quick if I had a single MGMT song in here. Columbia Records would, like, kill my ass. I gotta listen to Good Kid? Ooh, okay. I'll add them into my mental... Actually, I'm not gonna remember it if I say it out loud. I need to write it down. Let me get a note card and a pen. Okay, Good Kid. It's on the list. I'm learning. Every time someone gives me a music suggestion, I have to write it down because otherwise I'm not gonna remember it. I wanted to share here that when I first watched Fool, I thought that, let's say, the character Chester would be an ego of the other characters, so I started creating a crazy theory in my head. Ooh, I love hearing theories. Always happy to hear theories. It was really cool seeing a lot of the theories under Fool, but I felt like I couldn't, like, give them a heart, you know? Because I didn't want people to be like, this means this is correct. But I have read all of them, and I love every single one. There are actually some that I'm like, damn, why didn't I think of that? I think I was talking about last stream, but, what is it? Someone commented, I forget who at this point, but I have, like, the screenshot of it somewhere, talking about, like, the commenters' names on, the puppet sequence when, they're saying, like, I'll perform for you. Damn, there's so much Lemon Demon on here. You guys are going crazy in chat. Man, I totally lost my train of thought, didn't I? Oh, right. So they're talking about, like, you know, why the commenters were named that way, like saying, like, Fairweather Friend is, you know, someone who's only in it when stuff is good, and they'll kind of, like, bail when stuff isn't going how they like it to, and then, like, I Know You is kind of, like, you know, the fake, very fake, especially, like, dependent on the comment that was in the video. And I read that comment, I was like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? Like, like, that is such a good interpretation of it, that I was like, you know what, yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason now. But the actual reasoning for the commenters' names is, it's just, references to lyrics in, the songs that are coming later in the series. Like, Fairweather Friend is a lyric in, The Handshake that I'm animating right now. And then, I Know You is, another reference to another song that will be in the series that I will not reveal. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. But yeah, I loved reading the theories that people were coming up with in the comments. I feel like it was very validating Like, the stuff that I wanted people to point out got pointed out, and then the stuff that I wanted to, like, not make as much sense yet was very much like people had different opinions on that stuff. So I think I did the right balance of giving away just enough information without giving away too much. So really happy with how that turned out. I think I need to make this part of their collar a bit closer to the last frame. Excuse me, you guys. Been talking for so many hours, my throat's getting dry. But I'll probably take a water break in a minute. If I remember. Does Kit have any connection to Kiddick in any way? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Does Kit have a soft fuzzy man? I feel like if Soft Fuzzy Man was a song to describe either of them, it would be Kiddick, probably. Okay, I'm changing their collar here. This just looks a little weird. There we go. That's a bit better. Alright, I'm taking a water break. Everyone drink water. Alright, hope you guys drank water. Or do a stretch break or something. Breathe air. Yeah, that's a good one too. Okay, so I think their torso's kind of like already settled at this point. So I'm gonna draw these frames a bit closer to the last keyframe here, while their head is still kind of like following through. What is this song? The one that's playing currently is Avenues by Drive 45. I feel like the dynamic between Kiddick would be a song from Spirit Phone. Oh yeah, 100%. If I had all the time in the world and didn't have to have like a real life job, you know, I would 100% do an animation of them to Lifetime Achievement Award. 100%. I think it was on the table for a bit, and then I was like, this is way too long of a song to be doing a music video to. Like, I would actually die, I think. So, no Spirit Phone animation, sorry guys. Oh, the one before that. Okay, let me see. Let me do some digging. How do I see the history? What came before this? Here we go. Last one that played was High by Temperex. With the animator speaking, the music in the background, the funny guy on screen. You enjoy coming to the stream just to have a fun time. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you for joining in and everything. I feel like art streams are really good because it's just kind of like chill, you know? And then a lot of people also, I find they draw alongside it. Got that parallel play going on, you know? Okay, I think their shoulder is going to look a little weird, but we're going to go with it right now, and we're not going to worry about it until we see the full picture, and then I'm going to worry about it, because it's probably going to look weird. It's like being a bug under a rock with all your big bug buddies, with no one to bother you. Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes when I have a creative blog, I put a song on my playlist on shuffle and I draw the song. Yeah, that's usually the best way to go. I do that a lot too. I did that beginning of this year when I had like really bad art block in January. And I was like, I'm gonna draw something, you know, I just need to draw something. So I put on a song and was like, okay, what am I picturing in my head when I listen to this? I feel so called I'm literally drawing some of my comic panels. Yeah, pretty much. That's usually how it goes. Oh, the song name again? Okay, hold on. It was High by Temperex. I repeat, the song name, this is for you, duder. The song name was High by Temperex. There you go. Okay, yeah, their shoulders are moving way too much. Let's fix that. I'm just gonna change, frame 13 here. We're just gonna make this look a bit nicer. Yeah, always happy to provide the song name. I'm really glad I never put that song name animation on YouTube. I feel like based on the brain dead comments from TikTok, I think it would have been like 10 times more worse on YouTube, so glad I did not post that on here. Okay, I think their neck's also looking a little weird here. Alright. It was a cute frame. After this awful pose here, I think they deserve to look a little bit nice at the end of the shot. As someone who overthinks stuff pretty badly and often ends up scaring myself, calming settings like this help a lot. That's good. Yeah, it's just kind of like a brain off, talking chat type moment. That's always nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna have an ease in frame here. Just, I don't know if I want to redraw the frame. I'm gonna redraw the frame. I'm going for it. And then we'll do finishing details, and then I'll move on to another shot. Give you guys a break from this one. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a longer stream tonight, I think. Probably got another hour or so in me. That's probably how long it'll take to do the next 4 shots, because they're really easy. So real for that. Shouldn't be like extremely slight movements. There's a little piece of fuzz that keeps flying around. I keep thinking it's a bug and like just shitting myself. I had the worst experience the other day. Oh my god. So, if you haven't been to a previous stream, I have a lot of bugs where I live. Like, it's just kind of part of what summer is here. Namely, I had a spider infestation last summer, and they're back this year, which is so lovely. Gotta love that. I was brushing my teeth the other day, and I looked to put my toothbrush back, and in the little toothbrush holder there was just a massive brown recluse just chilling there. And I screamed. Awful experience. Yeah, would not recommend to anyone. But luckily my housemate saved the day, and she came in, she picked up the container, and mind you, we both hate bugs. I don't know where she got this, like, sudden strength from, but she picked up the container and then went onto the balcony and chucked it off. And then I was safe. Yeah, awful experience. Would not recommend. Yeah, just every summer. We had the brown recluse invasion, and it's only in my bathroom, too. Like, my bathroom is so clean. It's as clean as you could ever think a bathroom would be. But it's an old-ass house, built in, like, 1800s. And they live in the walls. Like, I guess they hibernate during the winter, and they come back in the summer. Because spiders will do that, I guess. Because that's great. So yeah, just spiders in my wall. And then we also had an ant infestation earlier, like right at the start of summer. And that was awful. So, and there's like nothing you can really do about it. Like, you can call an exterminator, but like, they're gonna come back every summer, because that's just like how it is here. Yeah. Awful. And it's like, I don't want to be afraid of bugs either. Like, I used to not be afraid of them. But, I don't know, man. Brown recluses, they can mess you up. So, I'm not messing with that. But I do have a few, like, corner spiders, you know, that, you know, they pay their rent. They kill some smaller bugs for me, and, that's fine. They mind their business. They stay in their corners, and I'm like, you know what? Go off. You paid your rent for the month. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring their head up just a bit. This looks a little weird. Looks like their head's just like, I don't know. Maybe in some Starship Trooper-ass house with the amount of bugs showing up. Yeah, pretty much. There was one night, my housemates were at the movies, and over the course of an hour, I found 4 different spiders, like, all in different rooms of the house. And, like, by the 4th one, I was, like, yelling up the top of my lungs, and being like, why? Like, why me? Why am I the only one that notices these spiders? There's just nothing you can do except wait for fall. So, I'm not a summer person anymore, especially with the heat wave we're in. Trying to think of what other bugs we get here. We get those really big centipedes. I'm sorry guys if you're squeamish with bugs. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking about bugs now. We get really big centipedes, like the really nasty ones. But they're harmless. Like, I don't think they're technically centipedes, because they don't like bite people or anything. They mostly just like kill spiders, which is like, you know, go off, but they're really gross looking and terrifying. So, that's awful. So yeah, I'm out here like fighting for my life every summer. Between having like really bad AC because it's an old house, and then also dealing with like a spider invasion every summer. It's great. It's great, guys. Highly recommend. Earwigs are cool, I guess. What are earwigs? What the heck? Am I about to search something up and see something that's gonna make me die? Oh my god. Ugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to, like, hate bugs. I really don't, but man. Man. I looked that thing up and I felt my, like, heart go into my throat. No way. If I see an earwig, I'm sorry, it's on site. Why are you saying wait? If you're telling me not to look up what an earwig looks like, it's too late. But yeah, terrible bug stories here. Again, I really don't want to hate them. I really don't. Ooh, that's awful. Surprise earwig on your chair. My last week living in Georgia years ago, it was like in the summer, and I was like falling asleep, and I felt something on my face, and I turned my flashlight on, and I like, you know, smacked my face to get whatever it was off, and it was a cockroach on my cheek. And I think after that, you know, I was just kind of, you know, it's no mercy out here. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Nice, okay. Yeah, it was awful. Yeah, don't recommend to anyone. I got really fortunate with one of my cats, one of my 2 cats. She, like, I don't know what it is, like, her sense of smell is crazy. She sniffs out bugs and kills them, which I'm like, thank you, but also, like, don't do that to a brown recluse, because it'll fuck you up. Luckily she stays away from spiders, but, yeah, like, I would always know when I was living in Georgia, like, if there was an ant or something, because she'd start sniffing the air, and I'd be like, oh, shit. I'd go to the window, I was like, yep, there's an ant. Oh, she's crazy like that. What bug are y'all most scared of / dislike the most? Wasps. 100%. 100%. We used to get a ton during, like, the fall, when it would start getting a bit colder outside, and, like, they're really lethargic at that point because it's cold, but there's still wasps, and they always try and come into the house because it's warm. Yeah, so man, I cannot deal with wasps. Like, they have me, like, shaking if I'm trying to kill them. Something about it, you know, just the thought of, like, having to be stung by... I've never been stung by, like, any kind of, flying bug before. That can, like, really harm you. And I don't want that day to happen anytime soon. So I stay my distance from wasps. Thank you very much. Alright, I guess I'll give a kind of rundown of what we've been working on, since it's been a while since I last done that. We are working on cleanup animation for my next video that's coming out at some point. It's gonna be the next video. It's gonna be in the same story as, like, the Fool music video, those same characters. This one's gonna be to The Handshake by MGMT from their first album, Oracular Spectacular. Or, well, first, like, big album, I guess. But yeah, been really fun. I know we were talking about horrifying bugs earlier, but I am having a lot of fun with this shot. Subject matter of the chat aside. Yeah, almost done with this one. Just have this last frame, and then gonna do some details with adding some, like, shimmer to the eyes or whatever. And then I'll be moving on to some other shots with Kiddick, the Jester character. So, really fun. Develop trust issues with your pool. Oh my god, yeah. I can't imagine. I feel like there's, like, several bugs I'm okay with, you know, that I don't mind, but there are some I'm like, I can't deal with that. But I try and remind myself, like, you know, bugs are definitely more afraid of you than you are of them. Okay, I think, hold on, this ear is bugging me a little bit. No, that was not a pun, I promise. It was not a bug pun. Okay, why is it? think it just needs to move down a little bit. Down and out, maybe. Okay, there we go. I think that looks a bit better. Okay. I think that's good. Let's give it a watch. It's a little funky, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it, you know? We're just gonna go do the eye shimmer. Let me rename this folder. Let's see, the frame of Kit just falling backwards with her face like that made me laugh so hard. Yeah, I know. This was so funny to draw. I love drawing those stupid frames. Let's just call this Kit Animation, and then we're gonna change the color of that. Okay. Now we're gonna do, I guess, Shine Animation. I guess that's a fine name for it. Alright. Stabilization is coming down. Yeah, it gets even worse. They're having a bad time right now. I mean, they're like, when are they not having a bad time in this series, honestly? But, they're going through it right now. That's why I said they deserve, like, a nice, you know, cute frame at the end. Because they go through this shit at the beginning where they look stupid. Poor Kit, yeah, for real. Just in a constant state of going through it. That's basically how I describe their character, their story. Okay. We're just copy and pasting these so they kind of stay the same shape. Ooh, I wonder if I could add an eye dart here. I don't know. They look so lifeless without the little dot. Yeah, I know. It looks like they look a lot different. It just adds that little, like, pop, you know? Okay, if I do add an eye dart, I'm gonna add it in a minute. Not right now. People given their OC's horrific backstories. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's fine. Everything that happens to Kit is just metaphorical. Don't worry about it. I'm just giving them life with this eye shine. Little dots. Alright, next few shots are gonna be really fun to work on. Just move this up a little bit. And then probably just move this up like one. Down to the side too. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Sweet. Alright, let's see. Yep, that works. I'm happy with it. Some weirdness, especially with the ears, which I might have to fix later if it's like really getting to me. But for now, I think it's okay. Let me flip it, make sure it looks okay like that too. Yeah. Alright. Phew! There we go. That's a wrap on shot 6, guys. Congratulations, we made it. Let's go on to shot 7! This is out of like, I don't know, 22 shots or something. But I've gotten a lot done. We're finally going to Kiddick. Everybody rejoice. The silly jester is on the screen. I know how much everyone loves them. We are just really quickly going to make this file look a bit nicer. Gonna get rid of the storyboard layer. Alright, I think this is gonna end up being 7 pixels for the brush. Yeah, I think that works. Oh my god, and this song coming on at the perfect moment. Yeah, that's right. Everyone goes crazy for the silly gesture. I had to add some shots of them in here, you know? Can't all be Kid or else no one will watch. Oh, I should pull up their character ref when I'm thinking about it. There we go. Ideal Jester song, yeah, pretty much. I promise you guys that thing was like not intentionally put in the queue. I'm telling you guys, Kiddick has control over my computer at this point. Kiddick, our beloved, yeah, pretty much. The triangles at the end of Kiddick's hair are just chef's kiss. Thank you, thank you. I feel like they probably make a little jingle sound as they move around. I think I talked about this in another stream, and like we came to a conclusion about what they sound like. But now I totally forgot. They basically, like, they move around like little flaps of paper, you know, like parchment paper. There's like nothing. Okay. You guys are in for a treat, 'cause the next 4 shots are all Kiddick. I know I'm crazy for that. It might be too much, but had to add them in. Does Kiddick also make you his Joe AMV slave? I mean, the artist in the video is me, so I would assume so. How Kiddick manages to pull off that his hair looks like a droopy jester hat, but also managed to look like hair at the same time. Yes! That was really fun to try and figure out when I was making their design. I think the very unintentional inspiration for it, like now that I'm thinking about it, is what is their name? I think it's Kenan McJenna on Instagram. I could be wrong about that. They have a character, I think their name is Prism, and they did something like that with like the little things at the end of the hair, and I think I unintentionally put that in Kiddick's design. So I think that's where that probably came from. Spiral of Ants, a classic, yeah, for real. My Jester OC doesn't have hair. Oh, well, I said this 2 streams ago or something, but Kiddick's hair, like, the joke I always make with my friends, it just, like, it detaches like Lego hair, you know? Like, they just have, like, a little, like, Lego piece on the end of it. Oh, I think I'm gonna make this frame into a folder, just to make my life a bit easier, because the blush is gonna be a bit weird. Let's change that. Blush. Yeah, it just detaches like a Lego piece. Bald Kiddick is truly terrifying. Hold on, I wonder if I can, I have a screenshot that I took of, hold on. I wonder if I could add this to the stream, just so you guys have to experience this yourselves, so I'm not the only one. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to do stream stuff on stream, and that's not working. Where is this picture? Oh, I'm showing Bald Kiddick. They're gonna be on, they're on stream. This is actually my new VTuber model that I've been testing out, you guys. You don't like it? You don't like this? You don't like Bald Kiddick? What? Here, I'll just put them in the corner. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. They're down there. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that was, I had to get their face shape right. They kind of rock it, I'm gonna be honest. But, their jester cap is too important, you know, to not be a part of their design. They look like a 2000s Disney Channel high school bully. Yeah, pretty much. That's terrifying. Don't worry about it, guys. Just focus on the animation. Bald Kiddick can't hurt you, okay? They're not real. Just don't look at the bottom right of the screen, okay? It's fine, it's fine. Just my new VTuber model, okay? He's watching us, yeah. Kiddick's always watching, okay? That should just be like a known now. Okay, let's see how that looks. I think I'm gonna move this over here a little bit. Yeah, so their little triangle's really fun. I think the, what is it? The little blush definitely came from Kit's design, because Kit's got, freckles instead. So I was like, I need to incorporate something that looks like freckles, but not quite. And the blush just worked out really good. I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night, I'm so sorry. His barber did him dirty, he has a buzz cut. He rocks the buzz cut, okay? I have to look at the bottom to see the chat. Sorry guys, hey look, I'll move them over, okay? Okay, I'll just, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, you guys, okay? What if I, oh, I just did something. I moved my, sorry guys, I'm moving stream elements. This is my reference for Kiddick. There we go. I'm sitting here finishing a mini comic for my Sona, and the next thing I see is Bald Kiddick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you guys. Something's happening. Guys, with the Full Metal Alchemist music in the background, this makes it better. Okay, sorry, okay. They're going back to the color wheel, it's okay. Imagine waking up and seeing Bald Kiddick staring at you through your window. That's Kit's whole experience. That's basically the plot of Fool, right? You guys didn't get that from Fool? That's the plot. That's what happens. Pepper spray can't stop, not even bear mace. Just don't worry about it, okay? Just don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna do, just say Kiddick animation, and I'm gonna make their eye on a separate layer. Kiddick has taken over the color wheel. Yeah, they said no colors. No colors here, guys. Only black and white. No more color wheel. It's gone. They killed it. Taser. Taser's not gonna stop them. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm gonna do, let's see. This song, oh yeah. It's a killer song. I think it's from an album that's literally called Obsession with Kit. I think about that a lot. Alright, now we're gonna do the little eye thing here. Okay, I think that looks okay. I need the name of this song. Oh man, hold on. It's Browser History by Graham Cartna. So your art is so cool. Thank you. Are there fully colored versions of Kit and Kiddick, or are their designs just black and white? Yes, they're just black and white. Yeah. They got no color except, Kiddick and their little details. But Kit is fully black and white. Okay, I really want to make this frame look good. It's a very close-up shot, you know? Well, good thing I don't have to use a color wheel in this video. So Kiddick can just stay there, you know? Okay. Okay, I think that looks good. I think I'm gonna change their bottom eyelid here, make it just a bit thicker because it looks a little too thin right now. I like the idea of like it. The line gets a bit thicker, like, as it gets closer to this little, I don't know what you call it, little mark right here. Just watching us, like he's waiting for something. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Just watching and waiting. Just don't worry about them, okay? They're fine, they're just chilling. Okay, we're gonna do eye animation. Okay, and then there's just an eye dart in this shot, yeah. Easy peasy, you guys. So we are literally just going to copy and paste this. And then look for the right frame. We're gonna move this over like twice, like 2 pixels. That's too much. 1 pixel. There we go. Eye darts are like my favorite thing to animate. I'm being completely honest. I love them. Okay, this will be 3, and it's just gonna go down like that. Okay, let's see. How does that look? Yep. Beautiful. Now we're gonna add the eye shine. And then some color. Another animation folder. I am really adding too many. Okay, so their eye shine goes on the left. I'm gonna try and keep that consistent, if possible. There we go. Okay, I think that looks good. I might change this a little bit. Sharpen that up. Okay. And then we're just gonna do something really fun. We're just gonna copy and paste. I don't think it's gonna move here, but let me see if I can move it just like a single tiny pixel. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Just very, very subtle movements. Yep. Okay, perfect. And then we are just going to add to this folder their little triangle colors. Easy peasy. Let me I have a color set up here that you guys can't see, unfortunately. There we go. Nice. Another shot down. Sweet. Okay. I like how that looks. Now we're gonna go on to the next one. Let me rename this. I'm also going to delete the storyboard for this one, and I guess the audio as well. I don't really need it. All this is going to be exported as an image sequence, so I will put the pixel size though. The brush size. Okay. Actually, let me make this a bit more organized. Oh, my cat's scratching on the scratching board, if y'all can hear that. Okay, just do animation. Make that red. Alright, file's organized and all good, ready for exporting, which is great. I'll just move on to this one. I think I'm gonna make these vector layers so I can... Actually, no, I'm not. Changed my mind. Okay. Ooh, this one's gonna be a little tough. Just getting their face shape right is, like, impossible. You guys are talking about stuff in chat I do not know about, so... I'm so sorry. But chat away. I'm struggling. Okay, hold on. I need to shake my wrist or something, just... I don't have that line confidence, you know. That's a big buzzword. Okay, that's good enough, I think. If it's not, I'll just use my bestie, the liquefy tool. Okay. I think that looks good. Alright, I'm also gonna make this frame a folder, just to make my life a bit easier. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Moving on to some other shots. Alright, so we're gonna make a layer for the blush. And blush is always at 43% opacity. Make a few pixels smaller for the brush. I don't know, man, the chat went wild, you guys. Okay, let's name this one Blush. Should I draw my super silly fun time Sona or very serious lore creator version? Also, hi. Super silly fun. Always go with super silly fun. Alright, their mouth is gonna be really hard to draw. It's just a single line. Okay. Let's see if I can get it first try, you guys. Oh shit, okay, hold on. I didn't actually expect that to go okay. Okay. Let's see how this looks from far away. Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks good. I'm gonna fill this in. Okay. Now we just have to copy and paste and move it around a little bit. I think I'm gonna, like, try to just redraw the mouth. We'll see if this goes okay. I don't have the highest hopes because it's just one line. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, you guys, put in your bets. Am I gonna be able to be happy with this line the first try? I'm betting on no. Oh man, yeah, it's not happening. Okay. I'm gonna change this just a little bit. Goodbye, Duder. Thank you for coming into the stream and chatting and everything. Hope you enjoyed your time. Ooh, yikes, that. Ooh, this is not going. Oh my god. Please, lines, just work with me. Jesus, okay, hold on. If I flip the canvas, maybe? Bye bye, your streams are so relaxing. Thank you! Hello, Kelly! Welcome to the stream. We are just doing some cleanup animation today. Ooh, yikes. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna change the blush a little bit. Bring it up and then like maybe skew it to the side a little bit, because it's like, you know, when you smile, you know, your cheeks change, like they go up a little bit, so I'm trying to like have that here. Silly thing we're gonna head out to. Had a great time here and we'll be coming back for your next stream, hopefully. Awesome, yeah. Thank you so much for coming and joining in the chat. This song's name is Everything I Own by Drive 45. You should make a Discord server, that would be really cool. I've been thinking about it. You're like the fourth person to say that, so I feel like at this point it's kind of like I have to. But I don't know if I have like enough time to really worry about a Discord server and like keeping it moderated and everything. And I don't know. Like it would be really cool to have a space for like, you know, people to talk about the characters or whatever, or just like, I don't know, anything. But I feel like Discord servers can go awry very quickly. I don't know if I have the patience for that. And also I don't really want to see people being like weird about my characters, and I feel like that's the space where it might happen. So I don't know. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's change the blush again. Bring it up a little bit. But I don't know. Discord server might be on the table. We'll just kind of see how I feel about it. And the streaming thing isn't like, you know, a permanent type deal. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. If I decide before Sunday, then yeah, maybe. Okay, let's do animation, make this red. Alright, let's see how that looks. A little weird. It looks a little weird. It's just this part right here. Just doesn't look right. Okay, that's a bit better. Maybe. Maybe if I add like an in-between, it'll stop bugging me. I honestly think with the in-between I'm just going to use the liquefy tool and bring this up just a bit. And maybe bring this down. Just kind of fixing some things. And same with the blush a little bit, but I don't want to mess it up too much, you know? I think that is like as much motion as I will allow. There we go. It just looks a little weird. Just that mouth corner really is what's bugging me. I think it's fine. It's such a short shot, like it's not even 2 seconds long, you know? Man, I think my best bet might actually be copy and pasting on this one, because it is such a small movement. I think I'll come back to it. This next one's gonna be really fun. This is the next shot we're working on. They're just moving their hand down because previous frames, you know, Kiddick pulled them up by their hand and everything. So this is them, oh, that's not it. This is them putting their hand down. Looks a bit like a handshake, if you will. Okay, I think I'm also going to delete the storyboard for this, and then I'm going to make a new folder. Okay. I think I'm going to make this 6 pixels for the brush, because it's a bit more zoomed out compared to these 2 shots. Wow, that is really big on my screen. There we go. Oh my god, I looked over. I forgot fucking bald Kiddick is still in the corner of the screen on the stream. Yeah, they belong there, okay, you guys? I'm so sorry to subjecting everyone to bald Kiddick. I know it's like an eldritch horror. Okay, this one's gonna be a little tough, because, I'm planning to just like draw out every frame individually. So we will see how this goes. Might be tough to keep them on model here, but we're gonna try our damn best, okay you guys? And we'll see how long it lasts. Luckily, like, the style for their designs is already pretty rough, so I don't have to be like, you know, super clean lines with them. Like, it's okay if they don't look pristine. there was one song to describe Kiddick, or not to describe, but like one song that would be like Kiddick's theme song, I feel like it would be this, the one that's playing right now. Just insane Kiddick vibes. Okay. I don't know if I want to animate the 8-ball in the same layer, or if I want to just add it in later. Because I think I added in later in the original rough animation. But I can't remember if I thought that was a good idea back then. Oh my god, he's bald over there in the corner. That was terrifying, I'm sorry. No, it's not a Halloween stream. Alright guys, here's the challenge. Try and keep them on model. Do you have any tips on sleeping? Oh man. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you any tips on sleeping. I'd say getting off your phone is a start. At least like an hour before you go to bed. I know it's tough, but you gotta. Sleep is just kind of a thing that I'm like, yeah, this happens. I think when I was a kid, I used to like really overthink sleeping for some reason. Like when I think about I need to fall asleep, I would just like never fall asleep. It would never happen. And then I'd start in my like half asleep mind, I'd be like, how does the act of falling asleep even happen? You know? And then I'd like start thinking about that. And then obviously I'm not gonna sleep at that point. So it's just like a lost cause. Ooh, we got the scary jokes in here. Hold on, does their arm come out here? No, it doesn't. Excuse me. I've been talking for too long. Did I miss a frame? I missed a frame. Oh my god. It's fine, that'll just be an in-between. Don't worry about it. I gotta take a water break, you guys. Everyone go drink water. Alright, did you guys drink water? Do some stretches. Luckily, I drew their hand in the rough sketches in a way that, like, I like the way it looks. A song name, please. The one that's currently playing is Catabolic Seed by the Scary Jokes. Highly recommend listening to the full album that this is on. I think it's called April Fools. Very Kiddick coded. This definitely has a spot on like my Kiddick playlist on Spotify that I have. Alright, yeah, I think the fate of the 8-ball is sealed. It's not getting drawn till later. I want to deal with it tonight. I want to deal with animating it. Alright, man. These lines changed a lot. Okay, now for anything. Literally just gonna be drawing like straight in between these lines here. As best I can. See, shots like this, I feel like I definitely get in the zone for. It's just very slight movements, you know? I've had reoccurring dreams several times, like an animated short with different styles. Oh. Damn. I can't remember like the last time I had a really vivid dream, you know? Man, I'm trying to think of it. I usually remember my dreams like really well. But they're always like absurd, so you know. I don't think I've necessarily had reoccurring dreams, but I've had dreams where, like, when I'm in them, I'm thinking, like, I've had this dream before, but then as soon as I wake up, I'm like, no, I didn't. I don't think I've ever had that dream. But I definitely get the dreams where it's, like, you get really bad deja vu, like, later on. And that always freaks me the fuck out. Like, I'll get really bad deja vu, and it's like, I saw this in a dream, like, 3 months ago, what the hell? It's crazy. Ooh, we got some Matt Maltese on here. This is gonna boost my energy immediately. Can I eat your art, please? I can't advise printing out 900 frames and eating them. I'm not responsible for any hospital visits that may happen if you do that, but go for it. I love those unhinged comments, like, can I eat your art? My favorite genre of comment, for real. Pretty please. I mean, yeah, go for it. I'm not responsible for any hospital visits that might happen. Knock yourself out, though. Not literally, hopefully. Alright, we got the start of the movement going, let's go. Now we keep redrawing. This is the shit I live for, you guys. That's my favorite part of animation. There's tiny, tiny movements. I can't believe Matt Maltese just told me to shut up and not be smart after I said that. That was targeted. I think the weirdest experience I had, like, listening to a song, or well, the most, like, you know, you get those moments where it's like you say something and then the song, like, the lyrics sound like, you know, it's like answering it, right? I was in the car with a friend and I'd put When You Die by MGMT on the queue. This is like years ago. And there's like a part of the song where they say like, go fuck yourself. And my friend was like, what? And she was like, what did they say? And then the next lyrics were like, you heard me right. And I was like, man, that was just a perfect moment. I don't know, something about that when that happens is really satisfying. It's the same as like when you're driving and you're coming to a stop and like your car stops right on the beat or something like that. Like that kind of feeling, you know? Alright, yeah, try and go to sleep. Get off the screens and everything. I don't know, count sheep. I don't think that's actually, like, advice. Sorry. Alright, yeah, this motion looks good so far. So yeah, what's happening here is, like, this shoulder is rotating this way, and then this shoulder is rotating back as their arm's coming down, so I'm just trying to translate that to this. To the movement, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting to that part of the stream where I've been talking for too long, so my brain is just like mush. I would get that a lot in my old job. Working as an optician, you just talk to patients like all day, and I was in charge of like pre-testing and whatnot, so that meant I would take back like 20 patients a day, asking the same questions, laughing at the same jokes that they make, that everybody makes at the eye doctor, and like by the 20th patient of the day, you know, like my brain is absolutely dead, it's fried. So by that point, I just, like, I cannot talk, you know? Like, basically, how I would describe pre-testing in an eye doctor's office is, like, I cannot keep having the same conversations 20 times a day. And it's like, you don't want to sound like a robot, but like, when you're saying the same exact things, it's like, come on. You can't not sound like a robot at that point. Especially when you're going like through medical history, and you have like a list of 45 questions you have to ask. It's like, man, it's messed up. It was a nice job, but definitely draining by the end of the day. Lots of talking to people. Oh, I should save this. I'll be really bad if I didn't save that. My wrist keeps popping, oh my god. My wrists are fucked as an animator. Okay, so this shoulder is moving back. So you're able to see their arm here. Cool, cool. Man, I am struggling. Okay, there we go. I think my hand's getting to that point where I've been drawing for too long and I haven't like stretched it out. And so it's like, why are you doing this to me? Absolutely dead. I might not get to the next shot for tonight, so I think I'm entering that state where I should not be animating anymore. My wrists. But just 2 more frames on this one, so we'll finish this one up and then call it a night. This song reminds me of Item Label. Unfortunately, I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. Song's a vibe though. Man, I still gotta make dinner for the night. That's messed up. My housemates and I had the weirdest dinner last night. All like really good stuff, but just like does not go together. We had some shrimp, some baked sweet potatoes, and then rice. They were all really good. You know, it was a great dinner, but I was like, man, this is a weird combo. That line looks a little weird. That's fine, they're not that well known. Well, should I write them down? I'm writing them down. Item label. They're on my list. We'll give them a listen. Need to go to sleep now. Good night to you all. Good night, Lestar. How's Bald Kiddick doing on the color wheel? Yeah, let's ask them. Bald Kiddick, how are you doing? Great answer. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm about to give Lestar nightmares right before they go to bed. By making bringing Bald Kiddick back. It's okay, guys, they're back on the color wheel. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, what does the rough animation do here? This is just like a frame to settle, I guess. Jump scare. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Bald Kiddick just does what they want to, okay? I hope I don't have nightmares after this. I'm so sorry. I'm not responsible for any nightmares as a result of Bald Kiddick being on the stream. Ooh, I'm really excited to get all these shots compiled into After Effects and see how they're looking all together. I spent like 2 hours working on a really tough shot this morning, and it was very nice seeing it in After Effects and seeing it all come together. It's a shot that I've been like putting off for ages because it's really tough to pull off. And kind of make look okay because it's like a camera change, like camera angle change, and that shit's hard. Putting stuff in perspective, not my favorite. But it was like weirdly therapeutic. It's like this, you know, you're just redrawing the same lines over and over, and like some point that gets to be like therapeutic, you know. You just kind of get in the zone. You shut your brain off. No. That was not intentional for those lyrics. But I am in my zone. So thank you, the scary jokes. Okay. I think that's good. Let's watch it. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's like some weirdness in the lines on... Ooh, yikes. This whole thing over here I'm gonna have to fix. But I don't think that's a problem for current me. I think that's a problem for my future self. But I think for now that looks really good. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Alright, so the official roundup for the night. Damn, we got 4 shots done, you guys. That is absolutely insane. We finished this shot from last time. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. And then we got this really quick shot done here, just with a little eye dart. And then we got the little smile. Awesome. And then we got part of this one. Amazing. Love it. So next stream will probably be tomorrow. I'm gonna say around the same time. I think I'm gonna try and schedule the stream tomorrow, so you guys will have like an actual idea of when it's gonna start, and it won't just be like, I'm live, hey guys. But we'll be working on this shot, and then I might take a crack at, some other shots as well. But maybe finishing this one too if I don't finish it off stream. We'll see. But, yeah, thank you everyone for joining in on the stream. Thanks to everyone who, like, talked in the chat and everything. That was great. And also, shout out to the lurkers as well. But, yeah. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I will be able to schedule the stream. But, yeah, I hope you guys all have a good night, good rest of your Thursday. And, say goodbye to Bald Kiddick. Alright, have a good night, everyone.